Hi friends, today's topic is hire purchase system. So let's start the hire purchase system. So the word hire purchase originated in the United Kingdom, and this is similar to rent to own system in the United States of America. Hire purchase system is a method of purchasing the goods with an arrangement to make payment in installment over a time. So it is from this clear that the hire purchase system is a system which is it's a method of purchasing the goods. The payment is made in installment over a time. So from that it is known that we can pay installment in future one by one. Clear? Next, move towards the introduction part. There are many ways to purchase and sell the goods and services, including the assets. The important methods are cash sales and credit sales. In the case of cash sales, the buyer purchases the goods and services by making the cash payment. As you have all know that the cash payment is nothing but cash purchase is nothing but the buyer immediately pay the cash to the seller and take the assets from the seller, and both the possession and ownership are transferred immediately from the seller to the buyer. So the possession of the goods and the ownership of the goods can be transferred from the seller to the buyer after immediate payment in the cash purchase system. Even in the case of credit sales, both the possession and ownership are transferred from the seller to the buyer immediately after finalization of the negotiation, but the payment of the price is deferred immediately after finalization of the negotiation, but the payment of the price is deferred. Besides these traditional methods of sales, one can also find today a few more methods of sales and purchase. One such method is hire purchase system. Hire purchase system is also defined as a system by which buyer pays for the thing in regular installment while enjoying the use of it. During the repayment period, ownership of the firm item does not pass to the buyer. Upon the full payment of amount loan, the title passes to the buyer. From that it is known that if the buyer can pay the all amounts to the seller, then only the ownership of the assets can be passed to the buyer. Another one meaning is that hire purchase system is a method of paying for something in which the buyer pays part of the cost immediately and then makes small regular payments until the debt is completed paid. It is nothing but the sum payment, means initial payment, nothing but down payment will be paid at the part of the when the goods are purchased, then immediately then makes small regular payments, means installment until the debt is completely paid. Until the debt completed paid, the installment will be paid by the buyer. Next, move towards the features of the hire purchase system. So the first and foremost feature is there is an agreement between the seller and the buyer, and this agreement is called hire purchase agreement. So in that case, the hire purchase system negotiation or the agreement taken place between the parties. Whatever the goods has to pay, it has to given by the seller, and how much amount should be paid by the buyer at the purchasing the product, means down payment, and then how much installments has to be paid along with the principal amount as well as the interest amount. The next feature is purchase price of the goods and services is paid in a number of agreed installment, also called hire. That means purchase price is not paid in one lump sum either at the time of signing the agreement or at the future. Instead, it is paid in a few installment over a period of time. The purchase price of the assets is given on installment basis, not in a one lump sum amount. After the signing of the agreement, whatever the purchase price or the whatever the installment paid by the buyer, that is called the hire. That is nothing but means tenant has to pay the tenant has to pay the rent to the landlord. Like that, in case of hire purchase system also, when the goods are purchased by the buyer, then the small in number of installments is given, means small amount of money is given through the installment to the seller. The next one, this third features is, as the purchase price is not paid in one lump sum at the time of purchase, it, that is hire purchase, is a kind of credit purchase. So in the case of hire purchase system, we paid the amount in a installment basis, not in a lump sum, not one payment. It is, from that it is clear that it's a kind of credit purchase. The credit purchase, the amount will be given through the installment, means number of installments. The next one is, under the system of hire purchase, though the full amount is not paid at the time of purchasing, that is at the time of signing the agreement, the seller hands over the goods to the buyer on signing the agreement. In other words, the hire purchase takes possession of the goods purchased on hire purchase basis. Therefore, the buyer is able to start using these goods for the intent purpose immediately after signing the agreement, and the hire purchase has the right to use the goods purchased on hire purchase basis. Its features tells about that the possession of the goods taken place by the purchaser. When the goods are purchased by the buyer, the possession of the goods transferred from sellers to the buyer, means the physically goods transferred to the buyers, and the buyer has a right to use the goods for their purposes. Clear? The next features are, however, the legal ownership of the goods, that is title of goods, remains with the seller, and it is passed on the hire purchase only after the receipt of all installments, including the last installment, as per the agreement. As a result, the hire vendor continues to be the owner of the goods till the receipt of last installment from the hire purchaser. From that it is clear that when the purchaser purchased the goods, the legal ownership can't be transferred to the buyer until the last installment will be paid by the buyer, until the ownership or legal ownership remains in the seller, means hire vendor. The next feature is, as the title of the goods is not transferred from seller to buyer till the receipt of last installment, in accordance with the provision of the agreement, all earlier installments paid prior to the payment of last installment are considered as a hire charges. What I say in the previous, that is, whatever the installment paid by the buyer, that those installments are considered to be as a hire, that is rent. If the purchaser fails to pay, default to pay, or fails to pay the last installment or any installment in the future upcoming days, then the buyer or the seller has a right to take back the goods to their seller. Clear? The next one is, as already started, the legal ownership of the goods sold on hire purchase system is not transferred to the buyer by the seller until the receipt of last installment from the buyer. Therefore, if the purchaser fails to pay any of the installments, the hire vendor has a right to take back the goods from the hire purchaser. From that it is clear that if in case the buyer has failed payment of any installment, then the repossession can be possible. Repossession means the goods taken back by the seller. The next, similarly, the hire purchase also has an option to terminate the agreement any time but before the payment of last installment and return the goods to the seller if he is not willing and are not able to pay the remaining installment. The agreement says, if the agreement can be terminated if in case the buyer has not paid any installment, then case the agreement will be terminated. The goods can be taken by the seller. The next features are, when the agreement is terminated either because the seller takes back the possession of the goods from the hire purchaser for non-payment of any of the installment, or because of hire purchase returning the goods to hire vendor any time before the last installment is paid. So in this case, only the hire seller can't terminate the agreement, or the hire buyer can't terminate the agreement. Both in the case, the hire seller also as well as the hire buyer also can terminate the agreement. The last feature is the unique features of hire purchase system is that the payment of every installment is considered as the payment of hire charges. So payment of hire charges by the hirer to the hire vendor till the payment of last installment. After the payment of the last installment, the amount of different installment paid in appropriate towards the payment of the price of the goods sold to the ownership of the goods is transferred to the hire purchaser by the owner until the last installment paid by the buyer. The overall installment is considered to be as a hire charges. Clear? Any doubts? If any doubts, comment me. The next one is conditions of hire purchase system. Whatever the conditions posed in the hire purchase transaction. The first and foremost hire purchase transaction condition is the hire vendor delivers the goods or assets to the hire purchaser at the time of the agreement, after signing the agreement. After the signing the agreement, the hire seller has to delivers the goods to the buyer, means hire buyer. The next condition is the hire purchaser has the right to use the goods delivered to him by the hire vendor under hire purchase system. He has a right to use the goods whichever sent by the hire vendor. Next, third one is the purchase price of the goods acquired under hire purchase system is paid in installment. As you all know that hire purchase system is nothing but payment in installment in future periods. The next fourth one is each installment paid by the hire purchaser is treated as the hire charges for allowing the hirer to use the goods. Whatever the installment paid by the hire purchaser, those installments are to be considered as a hire charges. Whatever the goods used by the hire purchaser, the charges will, for those goods used by the hire purchaser, those charges is called as hire charges. The next, if all installments are paid by the hirer in accordance with the provision of the agreement, the title of the goods, that is legal ownership, is transferred by the hire vendor to the hire purchaser. Beside, the hirer has the right to buy the goods purchased on a hire purchase system at any time before the payment of last installment. In this case, the hirer is expected to give at least 14 days notice to the hire vendor and he is eligible for the rebate calculated as shown below. That means the hirer has to pay the hire vendor only hire purchase price or the balance thereof as reduced by the rebate as shown below. Rebate 2/3 into number of installments divided by number of installments due divided by total number of installment into hire purchase charges. So in this in any case the agreement is taken place when the buyer has to return the goods. The buyer has to give at least 14 days notice to the buyer, then the seller can calculate the rebate on this. The next one is, if there is a default in payment of any of the installment, the hire vendor has the right to take back the goods from the possession of the hire purchaser without refunding him any amount received earlier in the form of installment. Similarly, the hirer has the right to terminate the hire purchase agreement for valid reasons anytime before the payment of last installment. In this case, if the hire purchaser default in paying any installment, then the hire vendor has the right to take back the goods from the hire purchaser without refunding him any amount received earlier in the form of installments. Similarly, the hire buyer also has a right to terminate the hire purchase agreement for valid reason. The hire purchaser has a valid reason for terminate the hire agreement before paying the last installment. Clear? The next one is important terms used in the hire purchase accounting. So whatever the important terms used in the hire purchase accounting, these are listed below: hire purchase agreement, hire purchase price, cash price, interest, hirer or hire purchaser, owner or hire seller or hire vendor, next hire, next down payment, next installment, next repossession. The first one is hire purchase agreement is an agreement under which goods are let to on hire, under which the hirer has an option to purchase them in accordance with the terms conditions of the agreement, and includes an agreement under which possession of good is delivered in by the owner thereof to a person on the condition that such person pays the agreed amount in periodical installment. The possession of the goods can be transferred to the buyer. These are the some conditions, some terms which are included in the hire purchase agreement. Of those the strictly read by the hire purchaser. After that the signing the agreement will be taken place. The next one is hire purchase price. Hire purchase price is nothing but the purchase price paid by the payable by the hirer in the future days. Some amount is paid as a down payment or initial payment at the time of purchasing, but the other remaining balance will be paid in the future upcoming days through in the on the basis of installment on the form of installment. Clear? The next one is cash price. If the goods are purchased on cash price, that is immediate payment of cash, then the price is called as cash price. The next one is interest. So interest is nothing but difference between the higher purchase price of the goods and the cash price of the goods. Hence interest is equal to higher purchase price minus cash price. So in the agreement some specified percentage of interest is charged, stated. On the basis of that agreement the interest will be paid by the higher purchaser to the higher seller. Installments includes the principal amount plus interest amount. The next one is hirer or hire purchaser. Hirer or hire purchaser means the person who obtains the possession of goods from the owner of the goods under hire purchase system. He is a person who take the goods from the hire vendor, that is called hirer or hire purchaser. The next one is owner or hire seller or hire vendor. These three words are used for the owner or hire seller or hire vendor, that is means seller. Who is the seller? For that seller we use three words also. The owner is hire seller and the vendor is a person who lets and delivers the possession of the goods to the hirer under hire purchase agreement. He is a person who lets and delivers the possession of goods to the hirer under hire purchase agreement. The next one is hire. Represent the sum payable periodically by the hirer to the hire vendor for the goods purchased under the hire purchase agreement. Next, down payment is the amount paid by the hirer to the hire vendor at the time of signing the agreement or at the time of taking delivery of the goods by the hirer from the hire vendor. So hire purchaser paid some amount or initial amount in the case of during the signing of the agreement or during the taking the delivery of the goods from the hire vendor. The next one is installment. Represent a part of the difference between the hire purchase price and down payment payable by the hirer to the hire vendor periodically as per agreement. After making the down payment, the remaining amount, that is the difference between the hire purchase price and the down payment of the hire purchase price, is paid periodically, say yearly, half yearly, quarterly, monthly, in few parts at the end of the each period. Therefore installment amount includes the principal amount as well as the interest. Next, last one is repossession. Refers to the hire seller taking back the possession of the assets which was sold to the hire purchaser on hire purchase system for non-payment of one or more installment. If in case the hire purchaser default or fails to pay any one installment or any two or more installment, then the repossession can be possible. The repossession means the seller take back the goods from the hire purchaser on the basis of the non-payment of the installments. Clear? The next one is difference between sales and hire purchases. What is the difference are in the case of sales and in the case of hire purchases? What is sales? What is hire purchase? So it's look like similar, but it has a difference. Let's see. The first is, in the case of sales, ownership of goods is transferred from seller to the buyer immediately after the finalization of the sales transaction. As we all know that if in case of sales, immediate cash is given, or from that the ownership of the goods is transferred from the seller to the buyer immediately after the finalization of the sales transaction. But in case of hire purchaser, ownership of goods is transferred to the hirer on payment of last installment by the hirer. until the ownership is not transferred to the hire purchaser until the goods is until the last installment is paid by the hirer, means hire purchaser. The next difference is, in the case of sales, if the payment is made in lump sum immediately on the finalization of the sales transaction, it is called cash sales. If the price is paid after some time after finalization of the sales transaction in future, is called credit sale. The cash is paid immediately, this transaction is called cash sales. If the payment is made in the future upcoming days, but the ownership and possession of the goods can be transferred immediately, that is called the credit purchase. But in the case of hire purchase, payment is made in installment but not in single lump sum payment. So hire purchase system is nothing but payment in installment over a period of time. The next difference is, purchase price includes only cash price and no element of interest is included in the purchase price. In the case of hire purchase, price includes not only the cash purchase price but also some portion towards interest for the installments due. In case of sales, there is a no element of interest, but in case of hire purchase, there is an element of interest which includes in the installments. The next ones are, once the sales is completed, neither seller nor buyer can terminate the contract of the sales unless it is genuine for damage of goods. So in case of sales, neither seller nor buyer can terminate the contract of sales. So specifically, any damages or any genuine damages is made, any genuine damage is known, then only the termination of contract is possible or the contract can be terminated. But in case of hire purchase, either the buyer or the seller can terminate the contract at any point of time before the payment of last installment, of course with valid reason and with advance information to the other party. The next, on non-payment of any sale consideration, that is selling price, the seller can't take back the goods from the buyer. However, he can take legal action against the buyer. The repossession can't be possible in case of sales. But in case of hire purchase, on non-payment of any installment, the seller can take back the goods from the hirer and repossess the goods sold under hire purchase system. The next one is, a sale is subject to levy of sales tax at the time of finalization of the contract of sales, that is at the time of finalization of the sales transaction. So sales tax is levied on the in the case of sales. The sales transaction is a sales tax is sales tax is imposed on the finalization of the sales transaction. But in case of hire purchase, sales tax is levied at the time of transfer of ownership, that is when the purchaser or when the hire purchaser pays all installment or the last installment, then the sales tax will be imposed. Clear? Thank you friends, thank you for watching.